Welcome to Clemson, South Carolina, and the night sky providing a foreboding backdrop for any visitor because the Tigers are ready to open another season here at home. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? And the Tigers ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll bring it out. It's Ingram. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The LSU Tigers return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Feeling some heat. Just trying to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup because this environment is hostile.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So the Clemson Tigers offense will go to work for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush?
Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
From the gun, running back on the move. Still on his feet at the 45. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
Looking for space, it's Haynes. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. Looking for a block. It's Thomas. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Flying down the right side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, LSU.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Complete in the middle. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to 27. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. East Carolina is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Pirates fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
The give to the back. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long. So that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's call it.
3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground.
The run to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
To throw, it's Klubnik. Right down the middle. And that pass is intercepted. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense would come out and take over at the 44.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice gain to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
That's reeled in. It's Sampson. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early.